I got a notification from Printful that they have published a new post, and it says 19 tips for how to get more sales on Etsy. So I thought it would be nice for me to react to this, even as I am someone who sells on Etsy. So let's get started. So for Etsy, they say Etsy ranks 7th among the most visited online retail websites worldwide. That's really impressive. So let's see how many visits does Etsy has per month. Okay, per month. So we get to see the size of Etsy. So 400 million visitors. Wow, that's really impressive. I mean, we can tap into this population. So they say Etsy is number 7 when it comes to retail websites in the world. Very important, and there are 9 million active sellers on the platform. Okay, so now this is a good thing for on one side. It's a good thing that we have 400 million visiting the site, but I mean the fact that there are 9 million sellers on the platform who are active means that there's also a lot of competition to deal with. So in order for us to go through that, okay, they say the first tip is pay attention to Etsy SEO. Now Etsy is very easy when it comes to SEO. If you put in the right keywords, you will find yourself ranking among the top. At least that has been my experience on the platform. So I mean they give room for tags, I think up to 15 tags. Let's see how many tags does Etsy support. So we go up to 13 tags. Now I recommend you put anywhere around 5 to 7 tags on each of your listing. That is how I practice my own Etsy store. I put anywhere between 5 to 7. I don't like going too broad, because when you get too broad you may confuse the algorithm. But if you keep it around that medium average point, like 5, 6, 7, it kind of gets targeted, and it lets the algorithm know what you are for. Check your titles and tags. Very important for me. I say digital items on Etsy, so you want to ensure that whatever title you're putting actually correlates with what you are selling. You don't want to put a confusing title and on the other end people are seeing something else. For instance, if you're selling PNG and SVG, ensure that's what you're putting in your title and that's what your file contains. If you're selling a t-shirt, ensure that that is what it is, not a sweatshirt. You understand? So ensure that your title and your tag, also look out for the fact that your title and your tag also matches well with your design. You understand? So that it becomes very easy. If there's a way for you to make your titles unique, then you want to do that too. Now improve the products that aren't performing well. So Etsy give room for data for each particular listing on our platform. You could see how many visits a particular listing is getting. You could actually see the conversion rate on that listing by comparing how many visits it's getting to how many purchases it's getting within a particular interval of time. So you want to from time to time check out your listings. You could add more listing images. You could add more description, more title to your listings. Sometimes you could reduce the price of a particular listing in order to know what the problem with a particular listing is. If you're getting a lot of visits to a particular listing but it's not converting, that means there's a problem with the design or with that particular listing. But if you're getting a lot of if you're not even getting visits per se, but you're getting impressions, that means your cover photo has a problem. So they also recommend you offer free shipping. Now personally I don't like to offer free shipping. I rather just put in the price of whatever I'm selling, then the shipping should be automated. Because if you most people like putting adding the cost of shipping to the full listing price, the disadvantage of this is it's gonna make your item look very expensive. So that might turn most people out of, but it depends on what you're selling to. Keep adding new products, guys. We cannot overemphasize the importance of consistency. You want to stay consistent by uploading at least 5 listings per day. If you are someone starting out on Etsy, there are people uploading up to 10 per day, there are people uploading up to 15 per day. You understand? If you upload 10 designs per day consistently, you will end up a month with 300 listings, and you cannot sell what you don't have. So you want to ensure you're adding new products every day, so that way at least you get to improve your catalog of products and get sales. Now set the right prices. The prices can make or mar your store. You understand? If you're starting out on a new store, you want to ensure that you're selling below the average of what your competitors are selling. Why? Because you are a new seller. The established sellers can set more prices. Now one advantage of Etsy has this star seller badge that they give if you are good with customer service. If you're a star seller, you can even increase your price more, because that way Etsy puts this star seller badge on you, and sellers are more likely to see you as a consistent and someone with integrity, so they will buy more from you. That's kind of the little advantage of having a star seller. Now consider Etsy ads and promoted listings. Personally, I don't like running Etsy ads because I feel like instead of me using the money to run an Etsy ads, I rather run a sale. I rather lose money on existing products than using money to promote my listings. That's kind of. But if you're starting out, you might want to not run a sale for maybe 1 or 2 days and kind of get traction on your page. Write persuasive product descriptions. Personally, I don't really like listing, changing descriptions per every item. I use just one description for all of my items by duplicating a particular listing and just changing the title and tag. But if you can afford to change your description for every time you want to make a new listing, then that's fine. Take captivating product photos. Yeah, if you're someone who is selling custom made listings, you might want to take interesting photos. But for people like us who separate on demand, we use whatever it is, just ensure you're using a good photo as your cover. Stand out with product videos. Well, that's if you can afford that. Well, I don't use product videos because I feel like they waste time. Focus on product reviews. Very, very important. Ensure you're giving your customers the best service so you're getting good reviews. Provide helpful answers to frequent asked questions. Here, this is when you're customizing your store. You want to ensure you add FAQs. Fill out about page and shop announcement and policies. Very, very important. Your store should not just look like a half-cooked store or half-baked store. Ensure you cover every space that it gives you. In star seller badge, I've talked about this earlier. When you are in a star seller badge by continuous customer and excellent service, you get to price your product a bit more higher than what people price theirs. Refine your branding. Depends though. You want to ensure you're using the same colors across your store. And for me personally, I use the same template for all my cover photos, so it makes my store stand out. Reach out to interested shoppers. Very, very important. If you can afford to reach out and communicate with your customers, is very, very important. Create bundle this. This is something I need to improve on. I've tried it once and worked with bundling a particular bestseller. Maybe for instance, if you have a bestseller selling on mom, you want to create bundles for dad, uncle, aunties, and sell it at once. Be present on social media platforms. Ensure your store has a social media platform, especially Instagram. Collaborate with influencers. Very, very important. Influencer marketing and time to put these Etsy tips to test. So I mean, it's a very, very good stuff coming from Printful. If you are someone who doesn't know what Printful is, Printful they offer print on demand services by being suppliers. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're practicing these tips, and let me know the ones you want to improve on. Peace and God bless.